Hello everyone, welcome back once again. In this video, you will get to know the features of rural market and its contribution in economy. Make sure to watch the video till the end, and if you're new to the channel, then please do subscribe and hit on the bell icon to get the notification of latest uploads. And also if you have further queries, feel free to comment them in the comment section. Without further ado, let's get started. First of all, let us understand what is rural marketing. So rural marketing involves the process of developing, promoting, distributing the rural area specific products and the services, exchange between the rural and urban markets which satisfy the customer demand and also achieve the organizational goal. So it can be anything. It can be the process of developing or maybe promotion of certain goods and services, or maybe distribution of certain goods and services into the rural area specific. Mostly agricultural goods comes in the rural marketing, and there are other multinational companies, not only the local goods or the startups, they are trying to reach out to the rural market because the rural market is the untapped market since a long time. There are certain features of a rural market which we'll have to discuss, and going to the first one is a large and scattered market. So the rural market is the large market, and this is not the central market or all together at a one point. It is a scattered market. The data says that around 65 to 70% of the population stays into the rural part. So it is a huge market. Second one is a major income from the agricultural source. The rural market is based on the agricultural goods. So mostly the income of those people staying into the rural part is from the agricultural sector. Next one is the improvement in agricultural productivity. Because of the development in terms of the fertilizers, technologies, tools, and automation in terms of the agricultural or different tools and machineries being used along with certain fertilizers and the pesticides, the overall production of the agricultural good has increased. Next is improvement in terms of standard of living. As I mentioned previously, there are certain goods, services, even the multinational brands have reached to the rural part, which is leading in terms of improving the standard of living of the people. And the standard of living of the people is leading in terms of increasing the expenditure or spend of the people in terms of the goods which are specifically been the lifestyle goods. Next one is the infrastructural facilities. We do have a data in hand which states that there are hundreds of such villages which are not even linked to the electricity and road. But yes, there's this increase in terms of the infrastructural facilities, including the cold storage facilities, transportation, when it comes to the rural market. Next one is the innovation driven. The rural market is a innovation driven because there are a lot of tools and techniques which are specifically been used in agricultural and other stuff are being developed, are being innovated or invented. And the last one is a dynamic market. As we mentioned that the major source of the income of the agricultural market is the agriculture, and it is purely depends on the rainfall, and also there are various factors like political, legal, environmental are having the direct impact on the rural market. That's why this is a dynamic market. This is the last point of this video, that is the contribution in terms of the economy. So there can be a question on define rural market and explain its contribution in Indian economy, or maybe building the economy of a nation. There are certain points which we'll have to consider when we are talking about the contribution of the rural market or a rural marketing in terms of building the economy. Number one is a large market. As we stated previously, the rural market is a large market, is a huge market and scattered market. So you have a lot of opportunity in terms of selling the goods and services, leading into increasing the sales, boosting the sales. So more the sales, more the revenue, more the profit, and more the profit leading into building the economy of the nation. Next one is an untapped market. There are hundreds of such goods. They are not been reached to the rural market. So it's an untapped market. So there is a scope for the sales, and more the sales leading into generating more the revenue. Next one is a less expensive, especially when you're talking about the less expensive. So the goods which are less expensive can be promoted into the rural market because those people are price conscious people or the consumers. There can be some exceptions. Next point is the increasing competition in the urban market. There are certain goods where the market in the urban area is saturated. So those goods can be diversified and sold or been made available into the rural market, leading into increasing the sales. Next one is the social and economical changes in rural India. The lifestyle, beliefs, and the social status of the people is also one of the area where people have started giving the importance and leading in terms of change in the social and economic beliefs of the people. Next one is the increased business operations or maybe professional activities. So in terms of increasing the business operations or professional services or the activities, leading in terms of creating the demands for the business operations and the activities, contribution in terms of building the economy. And the last one is generation of the jobs or the employment. When you're talking about increasing in terms of the professional activities, business operations, sales, marketing, all those areas which are leading in terms of creating the jobs for the people in the rural economy and ultimately leading into contribution of the development of the economy. So these are some of the key points which you'll have to remember when it comes to the rural market and the contribution of the rural market or rural marketing in terms of building the economy of the nation. I believe you must have found them informative and helpful. Do comment and let us know which are other areas where the rural market can also help in building the economy of the nation. Next video is based on problems of a rural market and how to overcome those problems. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, this is Sandeep signing off. Thank you for your time.